So this video is about the Gardner Art Museum heist done St. Patrick's Day, 1990. And I would like to give you my theory on who did it, where the art is, and why they did it. You'll have to excuse the hair. I have the Einstein hair. Just kidding. Here's the deal. First of all, you're going into an art museum to steal art, which there's not really a value on art. I mean, yes, there's value on art, but why? Why are some art pieces so expensive? Because they're a one-of-a-kind piece that just became popular and England brought them over and whatnot. But art is unique because this Gardner Art Museum had more expensive items. So you're going in to do a robbery of an art museum for one-of-a-kinds that are priceless, but you're never going to be able to sell them. This isn't a bank robbery where you could take the money and go to 17 Vegas slot machines and put it in. This is art. A missing art piece is going to be one of a kind. There's no way you could sell it, even on the black market. Maybe to the mafia. Maybe you could sell it to like somebody that keeps their mouth shut for many years and just has a lot of money. Trump, something like that. But so you go in on St. Patrick's Day out of all days. St. Patrick's Day in Boston. You don't do it on the 4th of July. You don't do it on Thanksgiving when no one's around. You do it on St. Patrick's Day, very close to a bunch of bars and a bunch of drunks. Okay, now, maybe the drunks won't be able to witness as much. Everybody's drinking. They're having a good time. It would be like South Beach. But you commit a crime on South Beach, there's more witnesses. There's more witnesses, drunk or not. There's more cops out. It's a big event. Yeah, maybe they're not out there to control, crowd control. It's not like the Irish are out of control. It's just sometimes there could be hits on Irish people or something, terrorists or something. So you have to pay attention to a lot of things in the street. Out of all days, it's St. Patrick's Day, and you hit an art museum on St. Patrick's Day. The idea of doing D.B. Cooper's thing with Northwest Airlines during Thanksgiving scares more people. But scaring people that they stole art it's not threatening. It's sarcasm. The person that robbed Gardner Art Museum was doing it vindictively, knowing that they really can't get money for that. Unless they ship it overseas. But art. So you're going to steal millions of dollars worth of art, but you don't steal all the expensive things. You steal the one-of-a-kind things that mean something. You take one of the most expensive paintings and a Napoleon staff type thing and a Chinese vase or whatever it is. Those items were picked out specifically because of the item itself, not the value. They wanted to rid that art of Rembrandt and Napoleon. That means something. Also, St. Patrick's Day. There's a video of an older man at the art museum, either inside or outside. That is the head honcho. This was done Ocean's 11 style. He's the head honcho. And he would be 60 years old. He might have a little trouble moving. But he makes a great Irish person because his last name is Irish. And it's St. Patrick's Day. And he's got reddish hair originally and a beard originally. And he goes and he talks to the security saying, hey, I'm here from the security company. We're going to be doing work tomorrow on the new system. That means he has law enforcement training, or is really, really smart, or just really buoyant and knows that back then, those readers that read you in and out, that's why it logs, and they took the paper, but they found the background of it, but it's still, they had these in the 90s. So they knew that door, the side door that the security left open, was going to be on that monitor. So that means nothing. He just went out to smoke a cigarette or a joint. 99-1, that old man gave him some weed, and he came back the next day expecting the two police to come in and fix the alarm or something because the old man was there the day before. They were completely tricked into being robbed. You look at the security guards, no offense, but it's like Dumb and Dumber. And then, so they go in and they have 81 minutes of activity. 81 minutes, an hour, and come on. An hour and a half, literally, to go in for 13 items and supposedly bring them out the back door to a little car and, yeah, tie up the security guards downstairs, but don't shoot the security. Security witnessed their face. Security witnessed them, gave a description. And they didn't kill him, but they're taking expensive art. That means that the two cops that were there were instructed to do that. Because I don't think two young people are really going to know the difference with art. And the reason I say that is because a lot of that art is history art. History. Napoleon, Rembrandt, it's the artist in the cafe. That's history art. There's many more expensive pieces. If you're really an art fan and you're going to do a robbery, you're going in for a specific thing. You're going to go for the money. But they didn't go completely for the money. They went for specific items. Two dumbasses under the age of 40 are not going to know what they're doing. Art Basel in Miami Beach, the average age is 50, 60. Two bumbling dipsticks in Boston, Massachusetts in 1990 are not going to go in, take the art without being able to fence it. Cash is easier. Why not just rob a bank at night? Why not just rob a armored truck or something? But they take art. Art. Now, somebody that would be inclined to rob an art museum is someone that's interested in art, no matter what, and interested in history. Making history, being known as, wow, this crime is unsolved. If the FBI can't solve it and the local police can't solve it, then that means they will never solve it because they're looking inside the box at the clues, looking at the security too closely. Security have nothing to do with it. They have nothing to do with it. Maybe one of them was thinking he was going to get money, but backtracked and then said, I don't know anything really, because he was promised money, and when you're promised money, you're expecting money, you get excited. He's that type. He's going to get more pot, more beer, or whatever. I don't know about the other one, but they had it coming. They didn't know anything. These two police officers were so quick at doing it in uniform. Instead of questioning, they just, hey, we got a warrant on you. And they took him to the basement and tied him up, but let him breathe, torturing them, but not going back and hitting them some more and punching them and all that violence. And the time frame going in and out of the security, 81 minutes to take 13 items. So they take a frame off the wall, they cut the picture out, they take another frame off the wall, cut a picture out. It wasn't like they got out power tools and did all that Mission Impossible. No, they went in, took it, and left. Why does it take 81 minutes to get out of the building with art that really doesn't weigh a lot? Those, you put them in tubes or fold them up. They're already ruined. These are paintings on canvas, and they're not that big and not that heavy. 26 centimeters, 34 centimeters. Come on. It takes 81 minutes to steal 13 pieces. No. An hour is a very long crime. In an hour, they would know that somebody's got to check the security, or they know this is before they took the security tapes out, the security tapes out and the records of the alarms. But they still got to know that if they don't check in, security usually has to check in with somebody every hour, especially in the 90s like that. I did security, and every time, Unit 4 have to check in at 4:30 and post number this. They knew that was going to happen, so 81 minutes is a long time. If they miss one call in, that's okay. Then it'll be an hour and a half. By that time, they're going to be checked up on, possibly checked up on. So they have to worry about security supervisors coming. If they are policemen, professionals, they would have known that. These are bimbos dressed up like cops. Now, this sounds like very young people under the perception of an old man that was keeping eye outdoors. That old man that is on the tape the day before is your big daddy of the group. And it wouldn't surprise me if it was a father and two sons. It's a father and two sons. There's no other profile. I'm going to say it straight out. Now, the reason that I think Bill McReynolds, the killer of J.B. Ramsey, is also D.B. Cooper and also murderer of this person and that person, I think Bill McReynolds is Irish, by the way. I think that Bill McReynolds took his son for his 18th birthday, 19th birthday, 17th birthday, maybe. Whatever it was. I think he took his son for his birthday on a little father and son getaway with his older son. His older son would have been 32. I'm not sure because there's a little bit of hesitation on his date of birth on a background, but his older son was 32. His younger son was going to be 18, I believe, or 71, so 90. Yeah, he would have been around there, and Bill McReynolds would have been 60. Look at the video closely, and you're going to see the resemblance of what I'm saying, and you'll see that it is a somewhat trimmed beard, McReynolds. They also bought a house in 1998 in Cape Cod to get away because of the Ramsey killing in 96 and the attention. So they supposedly moved to Cape Cod. They have a house out in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. That's where the Napoleon statue is. The Napoleon staff or whatever it is, that's where that is. The other 12 items are still in the museum. They hid it in the museum. They didn't take it out the back door. Too many times, even if the back door opened only once and they left it open, that's where the security guard probably smokes. They didn't go out that door. It draws too much attention. They took that down to the basement and hid it in the basement. They kept going back down and checking on them. Hey, you guys, keep quiet down here. We're almost done. And they're hiding it in the basement. They hid it in the basement. That's why it's nowhere to be found, because it's still in there somewhere. That art is hidden in the basement. Probably 12 items. I don't think the Napoleon statue the staff is hidden there. I think they took that one out, or they took 2 or 3 items, maybe 1 each, and let the other 10 or so downstairs. But and if that's true, they took the vase, the statue, and the painting of the guy in the restaurant, D's or something, in that restaurant. The only blue room. And I think that somebody that would steal that stuff and it would never sold, never found, never seen again. It's in a storage unit or something. It's in the house or in the storage unit of Bill McReynolds. He's the guy. Just like D.B. Cooper. You're gonna laugh. But this is a criminal mastermind committing an art museum robbery. He's artistic. He loves the books written about it. He's getting the attention of being... There was a TV show that did this, and it was in Spain or something, where this guy was like the criminal mastermind. And they did all these heists and stuff. He loves the attention. He's drawing the attention. He didn't do it for the money. Just like D.B. Cooper didn't do it for the money. D.B. Cooper wrote notes. Didn't somebody write a note to the museum or something saying, I want $1 million, and then we'll give it back, and then all of a sudden disappeared? That sounds very familiar with somebody that loves to do that. He'll write notes and then just disappear. Ha ha, in your face. Zodiac did that. D.B. Cooper did that. There was a murder case that he wrote, She Deserved to Die, and that was it. Bates, I think. Sherry Joe Bates. His signature is to write notes and lead people on a trail. And that's what he did with the Gardner heist. He wrote a note or something to the president, I think. It's Bill McReynolds, the same killer as JBR. And he's been doing lots of crimes. I only figured this out because it's art, and the dates connection, like March and then 1990, doesn't make sense because he was in Colorado. But then again, he did buy a house in Boston, and I thought about it. Like, he's over there in Massachusetts in 1990. He could have easily needed some new furniture for his house. It sounds funny, but it's not. Where is the art? Who did it, and where is the art? The suspects that they had, supposedly, one guy that was a narc or something, and another one that said he knew where the art was. He was told to say that, to throw it off. He was paid money to say that, because criminals like to brag, and then people that aren't criminals like to brag and be the big shots. You understand? That's all hearsay. That art is in the museum's basement. $100 says it's in the basement.